Good morning. My name is Brian McNeil.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeil.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to you each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like.
It's straight, baby. It's smooth. Anyway, good morning, everybody. How you doing? I got in here a couple of minutes early today because I want to talk. Go out of the room, baby. I'm talking junk around my baby behind her back. I got to dress me. I got to dress her. She'll be talking junk. I am being the daggone charming in this mug. Prince Charming. Miss Phyllis, good morning. Dr. Beverly, good morning. How you guys doing? She up here. She titled today's topic, Freaky Friday, Navigating with New Eyes. I don't know what that means. We're going to find out together. I hope you had a great week. I hope you had a creative week. I hope you spent some time this week in some thinking, some thought. Did you spend some time thinking about something this week? Did you spend some time in prayer this week? Did you spend some time meditating this week? Did you? Did you? And you know, every time you go to bed at night, when you go to bed at night, you close your eyes, you shut off the world, okay? And when you open your eyes again, you have a whole new world. You have a day that you've never seen before every time you wake up after falling asleep. It's a new day. It's a new day. This is fresh snow, a day that you've never seen before, a day that you could create and make into whatever you want. Good morning, brother Uzama Ra. Uzama, you haven't been alive on July 24th, 2026 before this moment. This is new to you. With this new day, armed with all that you have gained over the years, all of your knowledge, all of your experiences, all of your studying, all that you have seen with your eyes, heard with your ears, and actually felt. This is a new day. New day with new eyes. I'm encouraging you to think of it that way. Good morning, Susan Kennedy. This is a new day for you too, Susan. Susan, you've never been this old before. You haven't. You haven't seen this day before. This is a new day. And if you woke up this morning, you get to see this day with new eyes. Can I get an amen from somebody? Can I get an amen up in here? Good morning, Jay Mattier. Jay Mattier, even you've never been this old before. Jay Mattier, you've never seen July 24th, 2026 before. This is a new day. This is, if you woke up, if you went to bed, you need to get in here, baby. If you went to bed, closed your eyes and slept, and opened your eyes this morning and realized that you were alive, this is a new day that you've never seen with new eyes. Can I get an amen?
Nice. Amen. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You said all late. I promise you. I promise you. The amount of work that got done since 5:30 this morning before the show.
Late.
I'm gonna need y'all to get your boy. I heard.
I was on time.
I heard
Jay Matty says amen.
I heard Uzama. I heard Miss Phyllis. I heard
Dr. Beverly.
Dr. Beverly. I heard. Yeah, because I keep that's a whole useless news feed on the side over there. I can't see anything. But I this morning. So was it this morning or last night that I had the Freaky Friday accident? Because I have been wearing just one lens in this eye. So even though my vision has been impaired and my peripheral has been impacted, I have been able to function with some vision. Can't drive or anything like that. But I had the lens because I had the lens in my eye. As you saw today, I had to wear my Coke bottles because the lens had navigated itself into my head and I couldn't find it. And I have these talons on So I couldn't figure out how to get it out. So when I finally found it, because that was the one thing that I had called Brian to come upstairs to get my contact lens out of my eye, but he actually stayed on the messenger, and I was able to
I saw
get
it. I
it
said,
out
just grab
myself.
it.
Yeah, he said just grab it, so,
And you did.
and I did. So, but I didn't put it back in because I don't know if I can do that or not. Anyway, suffice it to say, hello, I was able to do my makeup on this side of my face, this close to the mirror, and I was able to set up the show. As you saw, there's no description, no whole lot of stuff because even though I can type, I can't see the spaces to type in because the computer screen is too far away. And even with these fancy glasses, I would have to type like this to be able to see the computer. Hey,
She
Susan.
says, I hate when the contact lens floats up like that. If you have been a long term contact lens wearer, you've had this experience too where you rubbed your eyes to take them out or put them in the way you normally do,
And they go into the back of your head.
and they're up in there or behind the eyeball or somewhere in there, and then you can't find it.
Mhm.
I've had this happen to me too. I lost one up in there, took a shower, went on my next day, everything. I was wearing glasses and I put my contacts on and I put on a new pair of contacts. But when I went to take off the new contacts, like, what is this? It was two in the same line. The other, I had forgotten it was up there.
And that's very dangerous. So I wanted to exhaust whether or not they were in my eyes before trying to put anything else in. But understand that's also the reason why I can't put a new lens in this eye yet, because there's still some slight lesion on the eyelid of this eye,
Yes.
and you can't risk any contamination going inside.
Dr.
the eye.
Deborah Dunstan, good morning
Good
to you.
morning,
Dr.
Dr.
Deborah
Deborah.
Dunstan, even you've never seen this day before. If you closed your eyes and went to sleep last night and opened your eyes today, you can look at today with new eyes. You've never seen this day before. This is an opportunity.
It is. So what also I've realized is there's a new opportunity for me with regards to um, how I'm able to see things. I am typically, as a strategist, I am a bird's eye view person.
Susan Kennedy
And
says, use voice as much as you can. Go ahead.
even with using voice, you still have to. Yeah, I do use voice. As a matter of fact,
She's
me
suggesting
and
you use it as much as you can.
absolutely, and even then, you still have to. Anyway, whatever. That wasn't what I was talking
Good
about.
morning, Selena Washington. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning. But one of the things that I realized as I am taking this journey of wellness is that there are benefits to every condition.
Within every adversity, there's a seed of an equal to or greater than benefit. That came from Earl Nightingale. Within every adversity, the little ones and the big ones, there's the seed of an equal to or greater than benefit. The trick is sometimes we have to look real hard to find the benefit. Sometimes it's not blatant.
And in this process, realizing that there are some limitations that are so very frustrating, there are also some things that I know I would not have accomplished or may not have even taken time to do had it not been for the necessity of the slowdown.
Dr. Deborah says, congratulations, Brother Brian, on your launch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For a long time, I've been the sales confidence coach and sales confidence expert, desiring to help entrepreneurs as well as corporate entities. I was trying to do them both under that umbrella. And I've come to the realization that it didn't fit as well. So, with the help of lots of thinking, with the help of AI, with the help of my collection of gift, skills, talents, and experiences, I formed an entity specifically for the corporate world. It's called the Sales Confidence Company, and I'm very excited about it. So now I get to do everything under that umbrella for that entity. And Brian K. McNeil speaks. That's for me. That's my personal. That's my entrepreneurial stuff. That's where you guys got to know me from. But the other world, a whole new world for me. It's an evolution. It's the next step for me. So I'm super excited about it. Dr. Deborah, thank you for the congratulations on my launch. I didn't even label it a launch. But that's a good word, though. That's a good word. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm excited about it as well. We're of building the website or having it built once I am in a position to be able to direct it a little bit better. I have some support that's coming on board today. I'm interviewing some support, and one of the areas that I will be maintaining and focus in uh, empowerment enterprises is as the sales, this in the area of sales and strategy. Any of the areas that I cannot be duplicated in, those are the areas that will get my attention. Anything beyond that that I can assign to my team, my VA, my admins, and my editors, my formatters, my designers, any of those things will be handled by my team. But with the strategy and the compilation and the release strategies and the business strategies, and the initial sales, understanding what it is that you're looking for, understanding what it is that you need, and the success of that are the things that I will focus my energy on.
Dr. Sheila says,
Hey, Dr.
Lisa's point
Sheila.
has been interrupted, and I would love to hear it. Do you remember what point you were making before
It's
you were
okay, Dr.
interrupted?
Sheila. Thank you. I
She just be trying to start some shit.
no, I
She
appreciate
be
it.
trying to start. Don't think I don't notice. We do this. We've been doing this sitting next to each other, Lisa on my left, for 10 years. We have a rhythm. We know what we're doing.
That one.
Something. We got something. It's impossible to do something for 10 years, not develop something. Okay. Develop a rhythm, develop a pattern. There's certain things that come up again and again and again that you've seen before. You're more experienced. There's undoubtedly we're better at this than we were 10 years ago, or 9 years ago, or even 8 years ago.
It's true that we do understand each other more so. We've been doing it for this much time, but there are some rhythms, as you put it, that we have fallen into that have become sort of part of the imbalancing of things. Say it again. That some rhythms that have actually imbalanced things a little bit inadvertently. I don't think it's intentional, but I think there are some concessions that that have just been, you know, how you just rub up against something too many times that it actually will wear it off, and then you come to the place that, you know what, that's not going to be worth the push through to do that. So
I
it
think that push
actually
through is a
pours out.
part of it. And discovering stuff and bumping up against stuff, that's part of it. That's part of how you improve. Um,
Just like that.
yeah, I think so. Like we were watching something, and the word came up, the protagonist versus that, and we had a conversation. I think we did about for the movie to be good, or maybe I was just having it with myself. For the movie to be good, you need at least one protagonist, something adversarial.
Mhm.
For the movie to be good, you need it.
Mhm.
Sheila Gardner says, "No, I'm not with three hearts. I swear it, but maybe it's me." That's her softening it.
Yes, so she's met you.
She's met me, yes.
Mhm. So
But I do love you, Dr. Sheila. Don't get it twisted. I think you're amazing. And I love your relationship with my wife. I do. I think you guys have developed some sort of a, I don't know, sisterhood, maybe, friendship, something.
we have. We're getting ready to co-grandparent these babies.
What? Wait a
That's
minute.
right.
What?
I'm waiting for my name.
What?
Kennedy,
What?
Aubrey, and Christian have a cyber granny.
Oh my goodness. Co-grandparent.
Now I want me a little taste. Shoot.
Dr. Nerva says, Brother Brian, stop it. I need to run downstairs real fast because yesterday the house was cold. So I raised the temperature, but right now this particular room is cooking. So I need to run down there and put the temperature back because I am sensitive when it comes to the temperature of the room. That's part of me that's what's called kinesthetic. Some people are visual people. Most people are visual people, but we all are combinations. Okay, we all are combinations. But most people are visual. Visual people like to be communicated visually. How does this look to you? Or what do you imagine happening? Picture this, visually.
I'm grateful that even though I am visual, the visions that I see are inside my mind. They're not. I don't. I do interpret visually, but I also receive information from God visually
And
inside
people
my
like
mind.
that prefer to be communicated that way. No one's only one thing. But the second thing that's most common, communication style that's most common, is auditory people. Auditory people, the voice tonality matters. They think they can tell if someone's telling the truth or a lie by how they sound, are pleasing, and they look for. They use audio language. I heard that. That doesn't sound right to me. You're talking good. They're talking auditory language. That's their preferred communication style. But everyone has all of them. And the top three, the third one I was just mentioning, was called kinesthetic people. People that got to get a feel for things. They're the ones that every room they go in is hot in here, cold in here. They're the ones that touch your arm when they laugh or slap your leg. If you watch a movie with them, you're sore by the end of the movie because all the times they have to hunt you. That kind of stuff. And they communicate with feelings. And they say stuff like, this doesn't feel right, makes my skin crawl, you getting me hot, I'm getting heated up in here. All this stuff about how stuff feels. That's how they communicate, you know.
And most people are a combination of more than one thing,
Mm-hmm.
but there will definitely be an outlier. I understand you want to go downstairs to turn up the air, but you have to understand I can't see the threads,
Mm-hmm.
or can I see the viewers? So I am going to be talking based upon whatever is in my head, and I can't necessarily respond to what's being said unless you start a conversation for me based upon
Okay.
what's in the
Well, the
thread.
last two that's in the thread right now is Dr. Sheila's No, I'm Not, and Dr. Deborah says, Brother Brian, stop it about something. Oh, there's some more stuff. Dr. Lisa, you should probably go on a 10-minute diatribe of how awesome your husband is. That's what they said, baby. Okay.
I have to not believe that to be true, because you all know that the word of God says, as much as lies within you, live peaceably amongst all men. And sometimes all that lies within me is holding back my tongue. Not because there's any, implicit uh, usurpedness, but sometimes it just is, um, it is he has a point and he wants to say the point, and that point is important to him, and I appreciate that, and sometimes it's difficult to navigate through that seamlessly, so I try. Or you can join me when it's just me and you at
You're kidding me.
womenempowermentnetworks.com
That's
on the first and third Tuesdays of the month, and we can chop it up there.
okay. Gotta fix the screen. Either move this or you.
I can't move anymore,
Okay.
so do whatever else.
Uh, I come in. A little bit. Good. Now we're centered.
Did y'all see how much we moved? Did y'all see how much was moved? Did you see the amount of consternation that was associated with that millicenter, millimeter worth of movement that we just had? I had to have my thoughts cut off. I had to have my hands put in my face. I had to have all these things moved. And
It's
I
put in
don't
your
think
face.
you understand how much it is. It's a big thing when you can't see things coming and going, and then to feel this out of nowhere, it's notable. It's almost, it takes an effort for me not to recoil.
Uzama Ross submits. Switch to Mint Mobile and stop overpaying for wireless. Get unlimited service for just $15 a month for a limited time. Save money from day one and use my referral link. Earn $15 in renewal credit. And he does put his referral link. So, Brother Uzama Ra, you have made the switch to Mint Mobile. $15 a month.
Mint Mobile?
Yes,
Is that what you're saying?
Mint, MINT.
MINT. Okay.
They have a
Mint
commercial.
Mobile. I've seen the commercial. I've seen it. I've heard it.
So
I've heard
Uzama
it.
Ra is a studier, and he decided to switch.
I would love to understand what the benefits in comparison to that. And I don't know the characteristics of our contract because we are in a business contract, but it's not particularly exorbitant. So that's why I haven't gone out of my way to make any
The
modifications
bill
to
is
it.
not exorbitant. It's not onerous on us either. You know, you roll your eye at me. You rolled her eye.
I can't with you.
All right, so I was excited. I was excited talking about navigating with new eyes, with where I took it. New eyes, new day. It's a new day, all that kind of stuff. Um, Especially when like my wife's condition, she went from using two eyes to navigate her life to one, and even that's not seeing very, very well. So she needs to behave so I can read stuff for her. This morning, y'all, she was looking for this eye patch. Okay, Brian, I need your help finding my eye patch. I said, sure, because I'm always going to say sure. So I'm helping her. I'm looking through her drawers. We're down on the bed on the side of the floor. She's looking underneath. She's looking under that. I remember seeing it on the dresser somewhere. And then the thought hit me. She probably left it on her desk. Okay. So as we're fishing around, spending hours looking for this eye patch. It wasn't hours. I'm exaggerating. Okay. It wasn't hours. So then she finally finds this one. As soon as I come in here, I see the other one right there. I knew it was in here too.
I actually need both of them today because I can't see out of either one.
You don't need both of them.
That's
He was
hilarious.
able to match my color scheme.
Well, orange is not a very quiet color.
No, it's not. I went into the closet first. But sometimes that's the game. Who gets into the closet first?
Mhm.
The other one has to match. Okay, which is fine.
Absolutely.
Praise God for that blessing.
Absolutely. I am looking forward to, I have some really important meetings in the early part of the day today. I get to do some support with the nonprofit Home for Me, Home for Me, a voice for teens in foster care.
Aging out.
Aging out of foster care. So we're meeting today in our monthly meeting. I am the chairperson of that, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'm also looking forward to interviewing my VAs because one of the other things that has been really notable is that there are elements of my business that I do that I shouldn't be doing. And simply because I can do them and I haven't had the qualified support to do them, I have been biting off more than I can chew, or what's the other colloquialism? Cutting off my nose to spite my face. So I'm doing the things that I want done my way, but then neglecting some of the things that I can only do and I can't delegate. So I'm looking forward to onboarding some support to be able to mitigate that and to help to elevate me because of an amazing exercise that we did yesterday at the business spotlight with the
business
Bentus.
spotlight. Whoop, whoop. If you are local, every Thursday at 12:30 p.m., we host the business spotlight. My wife and I host it together, and we also have co-chairs, Timothy and Vincenta Bentu. And yesterday it was their turn to lead the meeting. The Bentus did. And Vincenta Bentu, she's been in this circle before. She had this wonderful example,
Sort of a visioneering experience.
a visioneering experience.
And shout out to you guys who are attending Women Empowerment Network. She and I are coordinating to see the next time that she is able to be free at the 7 p.m. mark because she's going to do that exercise with us. It is one that was mind changing, mind blowing, if you will.
But you have like 3 columns on the page. But the last column is the goal or idea that you want to achieve that's so big that it scares you. And the first one was I don't know what it was.
Where you are now.
Where you are now.
What you need to get there.
Yeah, then you go to the end.
Right. So
and
you
then what
start
do you
with
need to
the
get
goal.
there? Yep.
And then the
What steps
second
you
thing
gotta
is
take?
what do you need to do to get there? Hire people, stop doing this, start doing that, whatever. And then where are you now?
That's right. So you start with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind.
Which has always been the process, the manifestation process, right?
Mhm.
You've got to first project where you're going and then you reflect where you've been so that you can gather what you've already got in
It's been
between.
said, you read a book from the front to back, but you build a business from the back to the front. From where you want the business, if it was operating at its optimum, what would it look like? And then build the legs underneath it.
Mhm.
That's what it's been said by people
Absolutely.
even smarter than me have said such a thing.
Absolutely. So I am looking forward um, to sharing that with you guys, and maybe Brian will share the exercise or have Tim him come on and share with the male empowerment networks because I
We
think that was
suggested what
good.
we do in our
I don't know
meetings.
what time it is, so I'm just trying to
It's
get ready.
9:21.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna keep on talking. New eyes, new day. We could also tell some wife jokes if y'all want. I got some loaded.
What's the reason?
Today's the 24th. Today's the 24th. I saw this thing acted out on some short on Facebook where this woman is on an operating table and all the nurses are gathered around her and she's like, "Duh," and then a very faint heartbeat. And it's like, we tried everything to restore her. We tried everything to get her up. Nothing seems to work. And one of the smart doctors says, is she married? Yeah, she's married. She leans over and says, ma'am, your husband just sat down and he looks comfortable. And she pops up, babe, can you come help me? I can relate. Your husband just sat down and he looks comfortable. Oh my God, you can't have that.
Did I just see a comment?
Craig said, good morning, sir. He
Hey,
says,
Craig.
good morning, everyone. Have a good morning, blessed day, and a great weekend. And Craig also goes on to say, hey, sis, love you.
Hey, Craig.
Well,
What's
we love
up?
Craig Sabb too.
What's up?
Craig Sabb, part of Lisa's childhood, actually,
Absolutely.
along with Billy Bronco.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's not been around.
No.
All right, so it's 9:23. Dr. Deborah thought it was. See, Dr. Deborah, me and her, we here. She always gets my jokes.
Yeah.
She always knows when to laugh. It obviously means Dr. Deborah's smarter.
Is that what it means?
She's smarter. She's obviously operating at a higher level of intelligence.
And is.
You don't got to explain the joke to her. She gets it every time.
And does. And does.
Me and her, we here. That's my sister. Oh, man. Are you looking forward to today? Just the thought. This is a day that you have never seen before. This is brand new. And you can make this day what you decide. How do you have a good day? Decide it's going to be a good day. That's what you do. You decide it's going to be a good day, come what may. Come what may. This is going to be a good day for you. Decide. Even when that tribulation comes, look for the seed of, the equal to, or greater than benefit to that. I'm going to have a good day today. I want you to as well. Did you want to attempt to read it? Okay. It's now 9:24, around 9:30 Eastern time. We have set aside the time to share from the same book that we've been sharing from for a year and a half now, 2 years.
Today in African American History, 366 Days of Historical Events and Accomplishments by Michael A. Carson.
All right. And today is July 24th.
On this day in history, July 24th, in 1976, regarded as one of the greatest boxers of all time, Sugar Ray Leonard won the gold medal at the Olympic Games in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Leonard was a part of the Fabulous Four, a group of boxers who all fought each other throughout the 1980s, consisting of himself, Roberto Duran, Thomas Hitman Hearns, and Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Leonard was the first boxer to earn more than $100 million in purses. He was also named Boxer of the Decade in the 1980s.
Sugar Ray Leonard was one of my guys. Whoa. Is that our girl? Oh, my gosh.
Oh, baby, what's the name?
Dr. Pastor Renee Saunders.
Hey,
what's up, girl?
Elder Renee.
She said, an elder. She's elder, doctor, pastor, friend. She says, God bless you both. Continued prayers for sister. I love you guys, and we love you back. In addition to all the titles I just said about her, she's fun to hang around with. We have had the experience of hanging out with her, even out of town. Went to the mountains with her before.
Definitely enjoy my sister. And I am so sad that we missed you that time when you came to the business spotlight. we have been growing and building, and it has been phenomenal.
The Thursday business spotlight. The one time. Oh my gosh, I explained to her why it happened that we missed her. They told us we couldn't come because it was booked, but turns out it was booked. Yes,
by us.
So
So that's been resolved. We have a standing appointment now, and we don't have to move at any time.
she says, "Friend is hewn." I think she meant friend is fine. Okay, but it says hewn. Okay. Hewn made me think of Shula King. He was talking about when Aretha Franklin passed away.
Mm-hmm.
You know how long it was. She didn't have a funeral.
She had a film.
She had a fume. It lasted 2 days. She had a fume. Okay, and he would know because that's what he does for a living is outside of comedy. Dr. Deborah Dunstan says, I have been in advanced spiritual warfare deliverance class this week. Hallelujah. For my certification, CEUs, and it's really kicking my butt. But God is revealing so much. Look at what she just says. I have been in advanced spiritual warfare deliverance class. Okay. Now, she's in a class. How did she get into that class? Did anybody drag her and force her to be in that class? Did anybody force her to pay attention? Did anybody force her to get a good grade in that class? No, she chose to. I honor you, Dr. Deborah, for doing that. You raised your hand and said, look, I want to take this class. And even though it's kicking your butt, it's worth it. She says, but God is revealing so much. Renee Sanders is laughing because she's driving. Be safe first, but we always love being in your company, and whatever moments you have to give us, we appreciate.
I'm grateful
Yes.
for Dr. Deborah's zeal and thirst for understanding, because that is one of the commandments of God. And all you're getting, get understanding.
Whoa, don't breeze past that. Say it again, baby. Come on.
In all you're getting, get understanding.
She said that is one of God's commandments. In all you're getting, get understanding too. Get understanding. I think that's so amazing that you signed up and you're taking a class on advanced spiritual warfare deliverance. Ooh, even the name is daunting. Wow. It's 9:29 now. We've done our Today in Africa. Let me talk about Sugar Ray Leonard. If you're of a certain age, he was a part of your growing up. 1976, I was 9 years old. I was into the Olympics then. Sugar Ray Leonard he won a gold medal, and he was kind of like a golden boy. It was like the sports world was looking for someone to carry the mantle post Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali has not quite yet retired all the way, but he wasn't Muhammad Ali no more. And Sugar Ray Leonard came in with a big smile and all that kind of stuff. And they did fight, and I didn't call them the Fabulous Four. They called them the Big Four. The Big Four fighters. They're Roberto Duran, Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hearns, and Sugar Ray Leonard. Those four guys. They were amazing, amazing boxers, all in their prime, all at the same time, and all in there fighting each other too. It was great times for boxing. There's a guy named Michael Jai White. You know who Michael Jai White is? Of course, you know who he is. He's an amazing fighter. He's also been in lots of movies. But he was interviewing, he was comparing who would win between Floyd Mayweather and Sugar Ray Leonard. Because they're equally amazingly great, equally proficient and scientific. He says Leonard would win because Leonard is mean when it comes to the fighting, and Floyd's not. If Leonard gets you into trouble, he's meaner. Michael Jai White, I respect his opinion because I know he's a world class fighter. He says Leonard is mean with it. And I didn't think of it as I'm watching this fight, but that's a brutal sport. You're trying to hit somebody and knock them out. That's a mean thing. It's a hurt business. You're trying to hurt the guy. That's what it is. And he felt like Leonard, because he was meaner, would beat Floyd. I thought it was interesting.
I think that is interesting. How willing are you to inflict pain on someone to the furtherance of the objective of winning the fight?
Yes.
Versus ruthless brutality.
Fighting someone that can't fight back, that's different. That's brutal. Okay, but fighting someone that's also trained, they're world class too. They had the same amount of time you did to train for this specific fight. That's one reason why they call it the sweet science. Dr. Sheila Gothard submits, that is awesome, Dr. Deborah. I just heard about that type of certification a couple of months ago. Yeah, that is awesome. We should celebrate our sister for even doing it. In Toastmasters, one of the tenets of it is a lot of applauding. In Toastmasters, they applaud you just for standing up and to making it to the lectern and making and saying whatever you gotta say and then making it back. You get applause. We should applaud more in life. I applaud you, Dr. Deborah Dunstan. And Dr. Sheila for acknowledging Dr. Deborah.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I'm just looking to the plans as they've been reshaped. There's a lot more air in my day for the things that God shows me I need to do versus the tasks of having to juggle all of the different things. And I'm realizing that I need that. My home is more attended, even though I have less stability. My bedroom is neater now. We've had cleaners, but the cleaners can't really appoint what you want. And when you're always going and going and going, and you just, at least it's clean, it's still not done. So I'm grateful that I am also in a position to now take my time. It's almost like this is giving me permission to do things the way that I felt the need to do them, slow and deliberate.
That's a big word right there too. I saw a sermon in that because you were forced to put more air in your day and not crowd your day with busyness and tasks.
Well, and not only that, you were forced to allow it in whatever capacity I had the ability to do.
Right.
And that's different than seeing things and thinking that I'm doing them different. Why are you doing it in the dark? Why are you doing that? As a bird's eye person, sometimes having the ability to see too many things lets me never get anything done. As a bird's eye person with ADHD, I can come in here with one task and I get distracted 15 times. Whereas if I am limited by the amount of light in the room or the amount of sight, I have to focus on the one thing that I'm dealing with. And it gets a whole lot more accomplished. It may take longer because I can't see it as well, but it requires me to focus on that
And
thing.
dare I say it, to get us accomplished even better. Shouts out to Dr.
Yeah,
Sheila Gothard
absolutely.
as well. She says Toastmasters fees are going up in less than a month, so I paid my fees early. What did she just say she did? She
It is
paid her
now.
fees for Toastmasters. We've heard Dr. Sheila speak a few times. She's an accomplished speaker. Why
Absolutely.
would she still be in Toastmasters? Because she's a professional, because she's a champion, because she understands that you sharpen the axe and then you sharpen the axe. You keep sharpening the axe, you keep improving. If she was to slack off, she's been in Toastmasters, I don't know how long, but I suspect a very long time. Okay, but she stays in the game. That's why you're a champion, Dr. Sheila.
Yeah,
Dr.
but
Sheila,
I
applause
am
her.
looking for a virtual Toastmasters because I do want to continue with it in the winter, and I have challenges finding a club that I can get to during the hours that I can drive.
But the
So
virtual ones are better now
virtual
than they used to
ones
be.
are better, but
Hmm.
I still would like to, if anyone has any recommendations of one that meets virtually, I would love and welcome the opportunity, particularly since the rates are going to be going up.
It's the season. I am a fan. This is Friday. Uzama Ra always understands the assignment. This is still, it's always Shout
Shout
It
it
Out Friday.
out.
You're welcome to Shout It Out Friday. But shout out your business, your cause, your book. Shout out somebody else. You're always welcome to do that on
Shout
Fridays.
out your accomplishments. Shout out your grandbaby. Shout out your family. I am shouting out my grandson, Brandon
Come
Brandon.
on.
He has come by to visit his grandma. We talked about reading for
Twice this week.
comprehension. We talked about reading for comprehension, and that is one of the areas that I am the strongest. I've always been very strong in reading for comprehension. But him and his father both have been more mathematically gifted. And although they have amazing grasp for mathematics and numbers, reading for comprehension. I don't know if it's a male trait, but it's not always the most fun thing. And so we
It's
were
not a male
talking
trait.
about it.
It's not a male trait, blanket statement like that.
No, I wasn't making a blanket statement, but I was stating that more often than not. That's why girls, the whole thing with STEM, getting girls involved with math, because it was had a more predilection for reading with girls and math with boys. You don't have to fight it and you don't have to believe it. It just is what it is. But in any event, he and I talked and we had the same conversation about sometimes you don't have the opportunity because there might be a football or I might not be able to drive or there might be some other reason why we can't get together. So what we decided to do is to read together on FaceTime. Just a couple of pages, discuss what we're reading, and then allow that to be not only our bonding time, but also his reading.
How old is he?
He's 11.
11-year-old grandson.
Mm-hmm.
FaceTime reading with his grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that?
And I'm excited. We
Yes.
start next Tuesday.
Starting it. I thought I saw you doing something already.
Yeah, well, we talked about it, but we
Mhm.
didn't do our active curriculum yet. We
Okay.
want to keep it loose, and we're trying to figure it out.
Again, shout out Friday.
And we're starting with Grandpa's book, Granddad.
One of my books.
That's what he said when we came. When he came in the house, hey, Granddad. I was cracking up because that's the first time he's ever said that. He almost has bass in his voice, and it makes me
11-year-old bringing some bass. I didn't even notice it.
Hey,
Dr.
Granddad.
Sheila says, I'll be moderating a panel this Saturday night. I was focused on understanding the panelists and didn't realize the attire is all white. Please pray my dress is delivered in time. We know that feeling. Is the dress going to be here the day before or 2 days before? She's going to be moderating a panel this Saturday night, and now it's going to be all white. I do pray that your dress is delivered on time and that it fits and all of that stuff. I do pray that does
all of
happen
the
for you.
things.
Yes.
I'm excited.
And there was
I'll
a,
be sending prayers,
what was it?
sending prayers. I have been
One of my
intercessor
daughters.
in intercession, and I'm telling you, honey, if there is something that you need God to hear, then please put it in my inbox.
Because you'll pray for him.
Because, honey, he is sitting up and talking with me.
I know the frustration of an all-white party. One of my daughters had something, and it was a formal all-white party, and I didn't have any white pants.
He rebukes.
I don't like all white or all black parties, none of that stuff.
But I promise you, better not never mess up my pictures. I'll call for all white. When you show up in anything else, you're going to sit in the corner and never get in none of my pictures.
All the frustration of trying to find white pants the day before the event. Hate that. Dr. Deborah Dunstan says, Joy Elizabeth and I are doing that with math. It's the area that she needs a boost in. Amen.
And Joy Elizabeth is a what?
Dr. Sheila says, day off, day of, I will have an ugly standby day of with exclamation points. I will have an ugly standby dress. It's probably not ugly. Okay, it's probably not ugly.
I'm gonna tell you a secret, Dr. Sheila, and maybe it's just me, but if I have a situation where I have to have a particular color or whatever, here's my secret.
Here's my secret.
Here's my secret, and everybody can do it, but it is a twin-sized flat sheet of whatever the color is. And then you just get to put your shaper on underneath and you start to fixing, you start to fashioning, you start to tucking, you start to make it you will make shaper and the right color. Go queen if you want to. Full is probably big enough.
I've never heard of anybody going out of the house like that.
That's because you don't have to know everything. I've worn shoe shirts. She's plenty of time. You didn't know.
No way.
I have a purple one.
No. I call BS on that.
I have a purple one.
Nonsense.
Whatever.
No way.
Put the shaper on.
No
the shaper
way.
Is the form-fitting undergarment, then you can tuck it and move it, and drape it, and all the other things. And make the whole outfit.
I thought you were gonna go someplace else when you said your secret. Because I remember maybe it was even our wedding day or some events. There's at least a few times where the perfect dress that you wanted didn't show up.
Right.
And then you had to find an alternative in the closet, and the alternative was better than the one you were looking for.
That is when I'm willing to take out my sewing machine. But I've also learned that I can construct out of a plain flat sheet of fabric whatever it is that I want if I have the right undergarment.
Nah, son.
And here you go. You don't even know that it's a sheet.
I don't believe it. Can't be true. But I do know that my wife has been very, very clever with clothing, like with head wrap. She's used some of anything. She's taken a blanket and made it into a
A
wrap or a
cape.
coat or a cape.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those are, and people always love it when she wears them too. She wears them out, and people are like, "Oh, where'd you find that?" Girl, I just cut a hole in this blanket. That's it.
So yesterday, even yesterday, so I had a jacket on, and it was just basically a white shirt. You know, the over shirt that you put on overneath
Your
over
swimsuit like
something.
thing.
Not a swimsuit, but like
Like,
just a shirt that you would put on, a button down shirt with a collar. When I put the button down shirt on with the collar, it looked like everybody else. But I put the shirt on upside down, tied it in the middle, pinned it in the center, and did not have the collar at all. And it looked like Lisa as opposed to
you took a button-down shirt and
turned
put
it
it on upside down with your arms in the sleeves,
Yeah.
so that the neck part is down here.
Yep. That's what I wore yesterday. And you thought it looked good.
I had no idea.
Absolutely. And if I had told you that, then you would have told me, don't put that on upside down.
Because we went to Business Spotlight yesterday.
And did.
You wore that at the Business
Yes,
Spotlight?
I did.
Ain't no woman like the one I got.
The clothes are not in charge of me. I'm in charge of the clothes.
Dr. Sheila says, for some reason, the audio went out when you were explaining, but Lisa, you're a seamstress and stylist. I can't do that. I feel you. I feel you. Okay. It's 9:43 right now. It's time for us to set aside time for what we do. We say thank you. We appreciate you today, Dr. Sheila. We appreciate you, Sister Renee. We appreciate your comments, Osama Rock. And the way we say thank you on this podcast to our consistent contributors is with greeting songs and with greeting logos. For example, up first, I got it. For example, up first today is Miss Phyllis George. She has a greeting logo and it goes like this. Miss Phyllis is here. So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Up next was Dr. Beverly, and she has a logo as well, and it goes, Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly, and good morning to you and the rest of your crew, because often she's sharing us with her crewmates. Who's I'm a Ron, who's also always awesome in here. He's got a song too that goes,
Bitcoin King, he's a Bitcoin King.
Uzama.
Bitcoin King, he's a Bitcoin King.
Uzama. Up next is Miss Susan Kennedy. She's a consistent contributor. She's got a jam too, and it goes, Susan Kennedy, you're everything I've hoped for.
You're everything I need.
You are so beautiful.
To me.
Someone asked us before, how do y'all remember all of those songs? We get asked that question all the time.
We don't, first of all.
And why do y'all sing it with such enthusiasm? Because we freaking love you. That's why. Jay Maddie's got a jam too. And it goes, get ready, get ready. Oh, get ready, because here Jay comes. Get ready, because here Jay comes. Get ready, because here Jay comes. As I was thinking just now, to the question of why do y'all sing it with such enthusiasm and all that stuff, I think it comes across that way because we are being who we are. That's what came to me. We're doing this the way we do it because we're being true to our own personalities. The personality you see of me, you know, is I mean, it's hard to fake the funk for long, okay? But if you watch me for a long time, you get the chance to get an idea. You watch my wife for a long time, you get a chance to get an idea. It's not perfect, but you get an idea of personalities. Dr. Deborah Dunstan's got a jam too, and it goes like this.
Dr. Deborah, non-profit strategist and funding coach.
That's our girl, Dr. Deborah Dunstan. Sister Sheila Gotham's got a song too, and it goes,
Sheila, Sheila, storms are brewing in her eyes.
oh. That's Dr. Sheila Gothard's jam. How did she get a song? She contributes. She's a part of. She puts stuff in the comment section that we can read aloud because that's what drives this particular podcast. Craig Sabb's got a jam too, and it goes, Craig Sabb,
1,000 degrees.
You'll be on your knees and you'll be burning, begging, please. Brother Freeze, Craig, let me borrow your VCR so I can dub a tape.
See, the rhythm was off because you ain't come around enough, Craig. We need to see you some more.
Renee Sanders, you deserve a jam.
Hey, Sister Renee.
You deserve it. Help us find one for you, please. Let's see. I think we got everybody.
I didn't see William Brown today.
I didn't see William Brown today either. Dr. Deborah says, I'm going back to look at those pictures from yesterday. I want to see that upside down shirt. Did you post them?
I don't know if I did or didn't.
I don't think they're posted. I know they're on WhatsApp.
I'll put them out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put them out. It's just about what looks best for you. One of the things that I have to re-embrace
I'm a look too, Dr.
is
Deborah.
that I am not a traditional body shape because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. And instead of fighting against that and saying this doesn't fit me, I have begun to attempt to adopt how can I make this fit for me. I need a wider collar, so I don't need a close collar. Just different things that you notice about yourself. And then instead of bashing yourself about not fitting into the cookie cutter that the store has designed that they are going to have these 4 sizes, instead identify what you can do, pieces and portions, because I still wore a regular off the hanger dress, but that could elevate what I had and Lisa eyes it. And you know what was interesting in that moment?
Yeah, a lot of interesting about this story.
I was struggling when I was getting dressed. I was struggling that I was going to look old lady in that dress. It was just a regular plain old dress with flowers on it. First of all, I don't like that. Second of all, it was a whole bunch of like yeah. And then I said, well, at least I can put a throw over it, a cover up. And when I put that on, I said, you look like somebody's grandmother. That's not what you look.
Why are you fighting?
But when I turned it upside down, it elevated the style. I actually was able to make a hood out of the collar. Now I deferred against the hood and I decided to tuck the collar and have a big wide fluffy collar instead, and then tie it at the waist so that I could show the narrowest point of my waist, still show the top and the dress, still coordinate with what Brian was wearing, and no one else, even if they had the same portions, the same pieces of items of clothing, because I got the dress from Amazon, I got the shirt from what do you call that place? Ashley Stewart.
Okay.
Right? But it didn't look like those things. It didn't look like Ashley Stewart. It didn't look like Amazon. It looked like Lisa Santiago.
I gotta go see it again too. First of all, shout out for the story. That was an amazing story. The process that you went through. But who would think of that creativity like that? I saw the pictures. I put her in my car. We were there together. We were standing next to each other, and I didn't realize what she had done either. Okay, so whatever it did, it worked. We gotta go see it. I saw the pictures on WhatsApp. I didn't see it on Facebook yet, but I will post it because Dr. Deborah wants to see it too. That was a wonderful story. Thank you for telling it. It's now 9:50. We're about to make our way out of here. Friday is a work day, but it's also, for a lot of people, the traditional beginning of the weekend. Okay? Particularly this week, understanding that this is a new day with new eyes. Take some time, please, to allow this week to end. We were in a space a few weeks ago, baby, where we had went work week, event on Saturday and Sunday, work week, events on the weekend, work week. It was like 3 or 4 weeks in a row where we didn't have an ending. And entrepreneurs, it's easy to do that. It's not just us. Okay, but we're not just the only ones. As an entrepreneur, we know it's easy for you to keep working because you have access to your laptop and your cell phone, and you can easily keep working if you want to. That's not a winning formula.
And identifying ways to successfully add air to your day will actually improve your productivity and your clarity and your focus and your bottom line.
I wanted to comment on that too. The air in your day. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It will improve your bottom line because when you're able to think about your business as opposed to working in your business, you're able to identify the holes that need plugging and to properly assign them so that they can be resolved.
There's an author in the 80s, 90s, a guy named Michael LaBeouf. He wrote the book, The Perfect Business. He was talking about a one man business. He also wrote the book, some time management book. And he was talking about, and it made him famous. But the time management book, the premise of was to only schedule half your day. That was one of his premises to be a great, only schedule work for half the day and leave plenty of air in your days.
Mhm.
His thinking was what Dr. Lisa was just alluding to, how you'll be much more efficient. When we try to schedule the whole day, according to Michael LaBeouf's book, we're doomed to set ourselves up into a pattern of not completing stuff. You get used to not getting stuff done. But if you only schedule half your day, you can get more things done.
Yeah, and getting the opportunity to work on the appropriate quadrant. I know we've talked about the four quadrants
Mhm.
before, but so often we spend our time in areas that are not important, they're simply urgent.
The four quadrants of time, we got to get out of here. From the classic book, Seven Habits of Highly Effective, quadrant one and how we spend our time are important and urgent. Things that you got to get done right now. Those are quadrant one activities. The ringing phone sometimes, the fire, putting out the fire, those things that are urgent, you got to handle it now, and it's important to handle them. That's quadrant one activities. Quadrant two activities are things that are important to do, but not urgent. They're important to do, but there's nothing that says you have to do it right now, but they're important to do. That's quadrant two. Three are things that are not important but urgent. Okay, not really important to do, but it's in your face right now. You got to handle it, but it's not really that important. And then quadrant four are things that we spend our time on that are not urgent and not important at all. Okay, neither one. A lot of the TV we watch or the videos we scroll, they're not important, they're not urgent, but we're spending time on it. But the winning happens in quadrant two. Quadrant two are the things that are important to do, but not urgent. Sending the thank you note, exercising, following up, writing that extra page, reading that book. They're not urgent to do, but they're important to do. And according to the four quadrants of time, that's where your winning happens.
And sometimes identifying what you need to
What's
um,
important but not urgent.
and what you need to do to delegate the things that only you can do because that's the most important resource that you have, the cup of you have one cup of you, and if you're doing the stuff that only you can do, but you're doing what she can do because she can't do it exactly how you want it, so I'll go ahead and do that, then you just
Okay, so
wasted the cup of you on something that was not not as integral for you. There are some things that only you can do. There are some things, some strategies that only you can do. And if you can get to the place where that is only what you will do, then you will find yourself increasing your bottom line.
we got to get out of here. It's 9:55. We're 2 minutes late getting out of here. Thank you for joining us.
You have to click the button because all I see is the red button, but I don't know if I'm over it or not.
I got
And
you.
in the meantime, in between time, don't forget to have sex. You don't need to know how to see.
No, you don't need to.
You don't even need
Probably
to
even
have.
better.
Matter of fact, you ain't even got to see. Go ahead and have sex because it's good.